My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm reviewing Blue Moon Ginger Dash by Kilian. Blue Moon Ginger Dash. It's £210 for 100ml. The notes are lemon, cologne. This must be a new thing where they're mentioning Perfumer raw materials. Vodka accord, ginger and broxin. It says Fernazole in here, and apparently there's new IFA regulations where I think they're going to have to remove Fernazole. Fernazole's found in sandalwood, an allergen. That's what I was kind of reading, but hey ho, whatever. Do we have our bottles of Blue Moon? It's got here, but Blue Moon Ginger Dash. It's my thing. My grandmother said I've got to dash. Anyway, by Kilian, I will engage with the higher self. Let's get testing. So let's have a look at the Atomizer. So what am I expecting? I hate this plastico thing. I have no idea. Ginger, maybe sort of sporty. Okay, let's try the fragrance and see what we think. It's just the presentation's a bit, I don't know, and the Atomizer and the amount of money it costs, and it's, from a massive company. To me, it's kind of feels like devaluing a brand when you got like plastic. This is very nice. This is lovely. This is definitely fresh, summer, vibrant, ginger, citrus fragrance. So this is out to do cologne. Right, because cologne, and there's a feminist, kind of an analog of cologne, which I really like working with. Cologne can give you the feel of blue, of the sea, of cucumber, when mixed with other things, of kiwi, but when mixed with other raw materials, it can smell horrible. When the concentration is high up, it smells horrible as well. It's a very powerful raw material. I think of it, I've spoken to you before about this wheel, how I see things, as in the same wheel as aqueous raw materials. Cologne is really nice. I always get this one. I pronounce it Precycling B. It's got this sort of like clean, blue, dewy, I'm going to describe it as like a kiwi, cucumbery, when those two are mixed together, and that's what's giving this here. Totally surprised me, if I'm honest with you. So it smells very, very commercial. It smells very unoffensive. It smells very likable, but very forgettable at the same time. It's been smoothed beautifully with its choice of musks. It's using nitro musks to sort of balance the cologne and other aqueous raw materials finish to it. The embroxin use is not too high. The use of aroma chemicals is not too high. What I mean by high is not high up in the formulation. The ginger's very nice as well. There's some lovely notes to give sparkle, effervescence. There's like minty quality as well to give it a nice clean. It smells very clean, vibrant. It sounds very lovely. The vibrancy is about a foot. And I think because the way this is constructed, you're going to get about 4 to 6 hours wear out of it and 4 hours enjoyment. And that's because citrus heavy fragrances and fragrances which are built to be sort of light, airy, vibrant, when they smell blended like this, don't generally give you more than 6 hours. But I know there are fragrances out there which have been built to be monsters, but to me they always smell very synthetic. They're always using a lot of lemon. They always smell very artificial, and you just get this monstrous amount of projection, the headache inducing. And I don't think they smell eloquent actually. It's got a lovely smoothness to it. It's got a lot of softness to it. Cleanness, brightness, effervescence. But when you're building a fragrance which is, I would say, sporty or summery, you always have to trade off longevity against elevation, lift, and volume. The two are polar opposite. Too much of one and you get, it's this balancing act. And I think this has been balanced right across the middle to give you longevity and to give you lift. And that means that you're kind of going right down the middle. This feels a right down the middle fragrance. There is no sharp edges. There is nothing scary. I think in the summer, when the sun hits this, and I think you'll get lift and volume. I think it's going to be lovely. I could just imagine driving somewhere like warm with palm trees, this on, and sort of giving you lift and smelling lovely and fresh. On to my final thoughts. I think this is really lovely. I think it's ginger done really well. Ginger is quite a difficult raw material to work with because if you've got stock ginger, you kind of get that very pulpy ginger quality to it, which is that's actually very nice in more gourmands. But in citrus-based blue fragrances, I kind of think this is very nice. I'm not getting the liqueur, you know, I'm not getting this alcoholic, maybe a little bit, but not really anything. I think it's just so safe. I think you could put this in light blue. Dolce & Gabbana. I think you could put this fragrance anywhere and kind of it would do really well. I think it's going to do really well. I think it's very likable. It's kind of missing some aspects for that amount of money, because we are talking, you know, substantial amount of money. I'd just like to see it with a bit more volume, actually. I would love to see, and this is going to be a strange thing to say, a bit more of an airy nature through it. It's kind of like, very nice. This isn't a criticism, but kind of is. It's very smooth and blended and lovely, but it's kind of missing this sort of airy nature through it. And I would love a bit more air, you know, that feeling of fabric moving in the air. That's kind of what I'm missing from it, because it's quite heavy and dense. Very lovely, though. The whole thing's blended beautifully. I kind of would love, I don't know, it's just kind of me missing, for that amount of money, missing something. I would love it to be performing, you know, a lot better. Kind of, there's a few things to give it sort of some spike. I'm surprised more animal notes, you know, more of the credemba and those notes weren't added. That would have gone really well with it. That's like a surprise for me. There's other things I'm surprised aren't in this. If you're going to go blue in summary, you go really blue in summary. And you were talking about cologne, which immediately makes me think of aqueous notes. There's things that I think I'm a little bit surprised it's not in there, because it would have helped to give it more lift and sparkle and effervescence. That's kind of what's it's missing. The lift, the sparkle, the chingarengues, the chispas, all of that is kind of missing. But I think it's very nice. I'll mark it an 8 out of 10. It's not giving me revolutionary, exciting Perfumer. I don't think it's trying to be, really, honestly. I just think it's just trying to be a very lovely, inoffensive fragrance that just smells very, very nice. And that's exactly what it's doing. But I really would love something different to give it sparkle, life through it at the top, radiance, and it's kind of missing. A bit metallic elements would have been really nice in this as well. Anyway, hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.